Welcome to the Johnny Ward Show.
There he comes. He's a lovely little chap, isn't he?
As Challenger 1 reaches the moon's surface, we can see Johnny Ward playing Keepy Up his... Marlene!
You can't beat a nice cup of tea and a lovely, lovely jam donut. You really are mad.
The question is, will Frank Lampard win a game for Chelsea?
I don't think so. You're always going on about your English football. Always going on about it as if you're the best team in the world. Well, you're not the best team in the world. We are Scotland.
I don't think so, you twerp.
I'm Al Pacino. Hoo-ha! Walter, Huskov, you're a dosser.
With thousands in attendance and millions watching around the world, here's Johnny.
Uno, due, tre, qua. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to say, don't stay up late with the bad boys. Always shoot the pool, Giuseppe, on the Blanca school. That's my mama, talk all of that. But to make a mistake.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is story time. I've got someone in the studio and I'm going to bring in a different person every week, a different celebrity, and they're going to tell us a story. This week, we got Harry Redknapp. Harry, thank you for coming. It's fantastic, John, fantastic. Harry, tell us the story. Tell us that story about the Bournemouth player. And, years ago, me and Sandra, we still live in Sandbanks. We got a place like a castle, like 15 bedrooms. And every week, the window cleaners used to come round, about 20 window cleaners. And this particular window cleaner, I said to my wife, look at him, he must have been about 6'8". Fantastic, the size of him. And what he used to do is put a bucket of water around his neck, 2 sponges, and he'd be finished before everyone. Fantastic window cleaner he was, like, and that was it. We moved on, and years later I took Sandra to watch Spurs, manager of Spurs at the time, and Sandra says, here, that tall player out there. She said, I recognise him. I said, yeah. I said, it's Peter Crouch. And she said, it's the bloody window cleaner. And it was, fantastic. And the thing about, Crouch, he's so tall that you could send him on scouting missions and he wouldn't even need a ticket to get in, just stand outside. He was like one of them dinosaurs, a big tall neck and that. And he could look over and, tell you what players we're looking at. But fantastic, But that's my story this week, Thanks for that, Johnny. Thanks very much, Harry. Thanks, okay. Harry Redknapp, ladies and gentlemen. Harry Redknapp. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out what tomorrow's weather's going to be. Let's go over to our weatherman, Boomer. Welcome, Boomer. Thank you very much. Today it is going to be the same as yesterday. Freezing cold. Make sure you put on 2 to 6 pairs of socks, underpants. Keep yourself warm and do not go to Scotland because it will freeze your cords off. Very, very cold up there. So don't go to Scotland. Actually, never go to Scotland because it's very, very cold. I've been there quite a few times. Back in London, it's going to be the same as normal. Traffic jams everywhere. You can't move. All the smog, which we're trying to get rid of. And basically, don't go out because the weather is too bad. So from me, Boomer, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Soon will come a day, gonna be a bigger star. Gonna make a TV shows and the movies, get a brand new car. But still I be myself, I never change a thing. Always love to dance and to sing. I think about the mama. She said, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect.
And gratefully, ladies and gentlemen, I've got someone who you're going to be interested in. Yes, it's John Fury, father of Tyson Fury, the boxing champion of the world. John, thank you very much for coming in. It's a pleasure. And what I'd like to talk to you about, John, is basically the fights that Tyson has not fulfilled against Joshua and against Usyk. They both fell down the Kazi. Can you tell us anything about the Joshua one, first of all?
Let me tell you something now, John. Let me tell you something. I'm a traveller. The family were travellers. And I'm a fighting man. And I will take my shirt off now. And I will fight any one of you in this studio. And when it comes to Tyson Fury fighting Joshua, he didn't want to know. He's scared of the Gypsy King. That's why. And when it comes to Usyk, he's just a pumped-up middleweight. I would beat all of them. I'd take them all on in one afternoon in the ring.
John, if you could just calm down a bit, please.
I won't calm down. You've asked me to come in here, and as a fighting man, a traveller, I will fight all of you. Ah! Oh, let go. Someone get on him. I will take you all. I'm a very violent man. Ah!
Phone 2. What can I help you with, Barry?
Thank you for taking my call.
It's a pleasure.
I just want to say I live in Hackney and one-bedroom flat, and
what do you do? What's your occupation?
I'm an artist. I paint. I write songs.
Oh, you write songs. Anything we might know?
Well, that's why I'm ringing you. I live. I was sitting on my windowsill. I live on the ground floor, and I fell off and I fractured my knee, so I'm in plaster at the moment. Stop me singing. Writing another hit song.
When you say hit song, Barry, what sort of hit song?
I wrote for Oasis, "Don't Look Back in Anger," and the anger is still there after all these years.
For what reason?
The reason being is I didn't get no royalties. They said, Noel said that he wrote it. I'm the great songwriter of Oasis. But I wrote that song, "Don't Look Back in Anger." They're in millionaires' houses, and I'm in a one-bedroom dump in Hackney. And I've had enough of it.
I don't listen. I sympathise with you, but I don't know what I can do.
I'm just putting the name out there so you know, okay? Let them know, everyone in the world, that I wrote "Don't Look Back in Anger."
Thank you. He's gone. Thank you for taking part in the show. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. People like these need listening to. They need listening to. They've been robbed in life. They haven't got what they deserved. Please ring back. Anytime. Let's have a chat with Arsenal goalkeeping legend David Seaman, who was at the Arsenal game last night against at the Emirates against Southampton. First of all, David, what did you think of the result?
Oh, it was, to get the draw in the end, it was, not lucky, but we probably deserved it. But the goals we conceded were just ridiculous goals, and it's just disappointing that these things happen.
Well, do you think that they've blown it? After the two games against Liverpool, the two draws, and then this one last night.
Well, it seems like it. I mean, you look at it. I mean, they've got to play Manchester City, and to be fair, I think Manchester City could beat them, even though I'm an Arsenal fan. And it seems like they've blown it. But
is there anything what has changed in the last 3 games? I mean, this great run. I know they've not been beaten in 10 games, but is there anything drastic changes?
Well, the cameras went onto him like a couple of times last night, and it's got to be Saliba. Saliba was so good at the back, with Gabriel, and he spoke. He had pace. He was good at reading games. He was good at, not getting too tight on players. And I just think we miss him so much.
Yeah, you're probably right. He still is a great player, and unfortunately, he's injured at the moment. But okay, David, thank you very much for coming in, and let's hope that Arsenal do carry on.
Thank you very much. I mean, Righty was over. That was with Righty. Oh, it was so funny. Like, you know, it just makes me laugh so much.
Well, Righty is, you know, he's an Arsenal legend like yourself. And David, thank you very much. David, can I just ask you before you go? The goalkeeper, Arsenal's goalkeeper, Ramsdale. What do you think about when he played the ball out in the 18-yard box?
Listen, I come from a different era, and you just don't do that. You know, apparently you can't get a game these days unless the goalkeeper can play out of the back, can play, you know, left, right, like he did last night. But you can come unstuck. And, you know, when the busiest games, the most important game are going, he just gives the ball away, you know. And I'll just like, get the ball down, get the players up there, the big centre forward, let him win it. The little one, you know, like Kevin Keegan and John Toshack, just play off each other. But yeah, I'm very disappointed. With goalkeepers, I know you've got to make progress, but use your hands and just boot the ball out. Don't try and be a professional footballer. You know, but
Thanks very much, David. Thank you.
Would you mind tying up my shoelace for me, please?
You really are a very, very, very strange person.
with 50 metres to go, it looks like Johnny Walder's won the gold medal for Great Britain.
Hold on. Who's nicked me bloody kippers? Corn and chips are 15 a time, please.
You did not make me laugh.
Will Roy Hodgson get the Chelsea job?
Well. Very well. We would like to know, is Johnny Ward still on the moon? If so, can you hear us, Johnny? I can hear you.
Let's get this damn show on the road.
Well, it's the London Marathon this weekend, as you know, ladies and gentlemen. And I've got someone on called David. And David, you will be at the London Marathon tomorrow as a protester from the rebellion. Yes, yeah, I will. Yeah. And how do you intend to go about it? How's your protest going to be? Well, I was thinking of gluing myself to the road, but it might be a bit bumpy. Might be some stones there or something like. And then I was thinking of gluing myself to a car. But he might drive off, you know, I don't want that. You know, if he drove off, I'd get hurt. But what I might do is what I'm thinking of, I'm going to dress up as one of the runners and I'm going to put some glue on the front of my little bib and I'm going to jump on someone's back. Hope it's someone very nice. Well, you know, you could get arrested for that, like, you know, and probably have to pay a fine or go to prison. Well, I don't care, really. If I'm jumping on Brad Pitt's back, I wouldn't mind paying a fine. So that's my plan tomorrow anyway, you know. But don't you think you're on national radio now? You've give the game away, you know. But I've got other things that I'm going to dress up in as well. So there'll be loads of things. I've got my glue ready. I've got all my bibs ready. And I'm ready to jump and glue. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you don't upset anyone tomorrow because the marathon raises millions and millions of pounds. No, I'm going to do what I have to do. Okay, thank you very much. And thank you. Now over to our Scottish football reporter, Danny Griffin. Danny, welcome to the show. Danny, do you think there's a vendetta, a serious vendetta between England and Scotland regarding football? Oh, of course there is. Of course there is. Remember, this has been going on for over 100 years. You know, you brag, the English people brag. You won the World Cup, and yeah, but I can say the same for you when Celtic won the European Cup. You know, the first, I won't say English team to win it, the first Scottish team to win it. You know, there was all 11 players live within 2 miles of the ground. That was fantastic, and we all celebrated in England over that. I don't think so. I don't really think so. Well, you know, I think you're probably wrong there. Yeah, you know, I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? You know. I mean, when you won the World Cup, you know, 2 games later we played you at Wembley, and we beat you. I think we beat you 3-2, and Jim Baxter got the ball and sat on it on the halfway line. Yeah, well, I think that was rather rude. Well, you know, that's the way you English people think. You know, your league players and, well, how comes that most Scottish managers want to get on, leave and go to England? That's their, if they want to, that's up to them. Alex Ferguson did that and he became very, very famous. But don't tell me about Scottish football and the mannerisms and the way we follow our teams and the passion as the same as in England. Because it's not. We stick by our teams whether we win or whether we lose. But you lot down there, you're just a bunch of psychopaths. You've never liked Scotland because we wear kilts. Even though we don't have to wear pants under our kilts, we can wear nothing and run up the Highlands and just toss our keepers. That's what I think about you. I'm getting off this show. Well, go on then, go then. But enough of you. Hello, Malcolm. How are you? Oh, I'm all right. How are you, John? Oh, what you been up to this afternoon, Malcolm? Oh, I've been listening to all my records and songs. Oh, I do love the Rolling Stones. It's one of my favourites, the Rolling Stones and Mick Jagger. Oh, he makes me laugh the way, you know, even that age he is, you know, he gets up on stage and he's a skinny little son, isn't he? Yeah, skinny little son, but he dances and all that, you know. I mean, Keith said he's never been able to dance, and I don't believe that. I mean, he's got some good moves, isn't he? Sometimes, you know, better than me. I mean, I can't dance for toffee. Anyway, I've got to go, and I'll see you a bit later, Johnny. Oh, thanks for popping in. Thank you. Over to our weatherman again, Boomer. What's happening tomorrow? Nice and bright, I hear. No, you are wrong, Johnny. Tomorrow was supposed to be a lovely sunny day. We could have picnics, we could put our little shorts on, and we could lay in the sun. Beautiful. But no, I'm sorry, it is not going to be like that. Tomorrow is going to rain tomorrow from early morning for 24 hours. Cats and dogs. Yes, cats and dogs. We are going to look like wet, dripping, fried bread. So tomorrow, don't come out unless you got plastic bags over your nuts. Nuts. When I say nuts, I mean your head. That is your nut, not the other nuts. Don't confuse me with that. So, going to be very cold. Put some plastics on. Make sure you're wrapped up. And just if you go out, don't stay out too long because it's going to rain, and you have soggy socks and feet. Thank you very much, Boomer, and we'll see you on Monday. Thank you very much, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it myself. I'm going to try and put a show on once a week, so please tune in. I'm going to put a link on Twitter, and you can get the show on YouTube. So again, thank you very much. Please listen again, and I'm going to end up and I'm going to say to all of you, shut up in your face!
I gotta do. I can't get no kicks. I always got to follow rules. Boy, it making me sick just to make the lousy bucks. Got to feel like a fool. And the mama used to say all the time, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom, I can remember. Big accordion solo. Play that thing. Really nice, really nice. But soon there come a day, gonna be a bigger star. Then they make a TV shows and the movies. Get myself a new car, but still I be myself. I don't want it to change a thing. Still a dance and a sing. I think about the mama, she used to say, what's the matter you? Hey, God no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. Mama, she said it all of the time. What's the matter you? Hey, God no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face. That's my mom. Hello, everybody. That's out there on the radio and the TV land. Did you know I had the big hit the song in Italy with this? Shut up your face. I sing this song, all of my fans applaud, they clap their hands. But they're making me feel so good. You ought to learn this song, it's real simple. See, I sing, what's the matter you? You sing, hey. Then I sing the rest. And then at the end, we can all sing, shut up your face. Okay, let's try it, really. Uno, due, tre, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. Hey, it's a nicer place. Shut up your face. That's great. We can do the best this time. I bet. Hey, what's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. Hey, it's a nicer place. Shut up your face.